Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Great Reviews. My name's Chris, and it is now 2025. So I've been checking out everybody's lists of the top movies of 2024, and there's a movie that is not showing up on any of these lists, and I want to make people aware of it. There is this small sci-fi horror movie called Transient that I think everybody should check out because I think they're going to like it. Think of an episode of Black Mirror mixed with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So the movie's about this tech entrepreneur who has recently suffered some sort of traumatic event, and he has created a new technology that allows you to access and experience old memories, but not as all as it seems, and some hijinks ensue. I'll just say that. The movie has a lot of twists and turns, and it's a small indie film with a lot of style. And it reminds me a lot of movies like Primer. It has some homages to Flatliners, so there's some good horror and drama elements. And it's just not what you see all the time. It's definitely a cerebral movie, bit more slow-paced, minimal cast, but very well acted. And again, a lot of style. And when the movie ends, it leaves you thinking. So I think this is one that a lot of people didn't get a chance to even hear about or see. And I think everybody should check it out if this sounds like it's in your wheelhouse. It's called Transient, and it is written and directed by me. So yeah, I should have been upfront about that, I guess. But yeah, 2024 has come to an end, and man, as an independent filmmaker, it's never been easier to make a film and more difficult to make a film. Transient was crowdfunded, which is, again, one of the easier ways to come into financing for your film. Not that crowdfunding is easy in any aspect of it. I mean, it took months to create a campaign and an unbelievable amount of hours to create videos and social media promotions and live events just to reach the fundraising goals. The movie was made for around $15,000 and shot over 12 days with a very, very small crew. Myself and a few other people essentially made the film, and I'm so proud of it. I think it's a great movie. I think it has a great story, and it leaves you thinking. But not only that, I watch so many movies nowadays where it just doesn't feel like the director has a voice, or it just feels like it could have been made by anyone. And I think my film feels like it has a very specific voice, my voice, and it comes through clear. So again, I'm so proud of the film, but man, is it hard? Is it hard out there as an independent filmmaker? And it's mostly because there's so much saturation in the market. And I shopped this film around, and I got a lot of offers from distributors for Transient, and I went with one that I thought had a very small curated catalog, which in my mind, I thought, well, since they only take on so few films, they must really care about their films. And I'm not saying they don't, but what they've been able to do with it is not get it in front of people's eyes. And this has changed recently. I think in the last year or so, I've noticed, because I have two other films that came out in 2024, documentaries that I worked on. And the distribution deals are now different. Before, it was never even a question. We'd sign a distribution deal. It's usually like a 70-30 split. Sometimes you have to pay the encoding fees. Sometimes you don't. A lot of distributors will want a marketing budget of around $20,000. Don't ever sign on for that, or at least in my experience, don't sign up for that, because that usually just means they're going to try and take most of the profits of the film immediately. So in the past, though, we would release a film, and I'm saying in the past in like the last 2 or 3 years, you'd release a film, a new movie. It would go out on Amazon and iTunes and all that stuff, and it would show up under the new to rent category so that people could stumble upon it, watch a trailer, maybe be intrigued, rent or buy the film. Nowadays, that's gone. Unless you have a distribution deal who has quote unquote preferred placement on the platforms, Your movie's going to come out and no one's going to even know it came out. And that's the curse of the modern day distribution platform and system. You can use platforms like FilmHub, which are aggregators, and will get your movie out on those platforms. But like Transient, it will be on them, but not visible. So Transient came out on Apple. It came out on Amazon. It came out on Google. It came out on Vudu. It came out on YouTube. It came out on all of the platforms. But no one knows about it. And no one could find it. You cannot find Transient on any of these platforms unless you specifically look for it. And I don't know how to combat that without a ton of effort and time and money put into social media and marketing campaigns to make the awareness of the film. I tried. I made tons of videos. I reached out to over 200 YouTubers and 200 blogs trying to get reviews of the film and people to give it a chance. I think I got 5 to 10 people over the course of that to actually watch the film. The numbers came in. The numbers are not good. Nobody's watching the film, and I'm very, disappointed. And I think at some point in its lifespan, the film will find its audience, and I hope that most films do, because I think this one in particular is very good, especially for certain people who are looking for something a little bit more cerebral, who like that sci-fi horror thriller kind of vibe, and I think it'll resonate with them very well. So 2024 has come to an end. 2025 is on the horizon. I want to get back to doing more Grave Review videos, which I'm going to be. Just been in the process of doing post-production on a series, and I'm going to be moving, so that's why things have stalled, but I will be back in 2025 with more reviews. And I hope you will at least give the film Transient a chance. Check out the trailer, maybe consider renting it, and if you do, please let me know what you thought. This was a movie that took about 4 years of my life. Like I said, we had a very small crew during production, and I did all of the editing, all of the music, and the poster design, and all that stuff to make this film happen. So, Transient, check it out. That's the top movie of 2024 as far as I'm concerned, guys. Please let me know if you've seen it, because that would make my freaking day, if not my 2025 year already. And I will catch you guys here next time. Goodbye.